they think about you.
There is a systematic effort to destroy every black male entertainer's image.
So this Jonathan Majors thing, we just not going to acknowledge the blatant hypocrisy and racism that has happened. Let me get into this because I talked about it, on my Blurred AF show. This is what I said on the Blurred AF. Let's just say that you can't tell me that somebody's criminal record is a problem when the person you just cast is a felon. Whether I like Robert Downey, and it has nothing. What's the crazy part about this? It has nothing to do with Robert Downey Jr. I'm not going at Robert Downey Jr. like he shouldn't work, he shouldn't this, he shouldn't that, yada yada yada. I'm not saying that. What I'm also saying is that Hollywood treats black people different in their circumstances than they do with with white people in their circumstances. Robert Downey Jr. got out of jail. I got out of prison in 2001, and in 2003, he was in a movie called Gothica, where Mel Gibson paid his bond so he could be able to act in that movie. So you're telling me that a guy who didn't go to jail, who got probation, is a fucking misdemeanor offense. It is not like he was waving a gun and playing with a gun in front of everybody at the shoot, turned around and shot somebody, and then got off. You know what I mean? So it's not about that. It's the way Hollywood treats people. And just like I put in the short, Eddie Griffin said it best. When you're black in Hollywood, they always going to put an asterisk against your name. They're going to, once you get to a certain level. I had people arguing with me about Morgan Freeman. So he was having a whole sexual encounter with underage girls. Was any of those underage girls white? Let's bring up something else. You know what I mean? That people kept bringing up. Oh, Robert Downey Jr., that was a long time ago. Long time ago. You know what I'm saying? Long time ago. When he got his stuff, right? But did that stop him from getting another chance? That's what I'm saying. And you're just going to throw all of what Jonathan Majors did for a misdemeanor? But if this was Shia LaBeouf, Ezra Miller, Armie Hammer, you know what I'm saying? Jeremy Renner, Alec Baldwin, the list goes on. They get second chances, people. That's all I'm saying. And you have people who want to argue, and I'm talking about the second chance factor. Not what he did. He got another shot. How many other people are getting other shots? And they just want to break. Look what they did to Bill Cosby. Once they found out Bill Cosby was out here putting pills and Quaaludes in the 70s, to black women, they wouldn't have cared. Just like nobody cared that R. Kelly was out here messing with underage black girls. Nobody cared. How long did it take for R. Kelly to get convicted? You know what I mean? Nobody cared about Cassie getting her ass whooped by Diddy. But if Cassie, you know what I'm saying? Let's mix Cassie with a white woman. Let's put Grace Jabari with Diddy. Diddy's ass would have been in prison. So stop it. That's what I'm talking about, is the hypocrisy. When it comes to us, we can beat each other and we can have a good time about it. Look where Krishan Rock in Blueface. We'll just joke about it, laugh about it, have a gay old time about it. But let a black man do that to a white woman, and then it's a problem. Even when the black man is running down the goddamn street away from the he still get crucified. Then that's wrong. And we're the main culprits of that. A pocket of us is the main culprits who do this shit. That's all I'm saying. But nobody wants to see this because Robert Downey Jr., oh my God, he's Iron Man. He's this. I get that. He rehabilitated himself. Why can't we give that same grace and that same effort to Jonathan Majors and other black men like Nate Moore when they get out of their shit? Or not Nate Moore. What's the kid's name? That played that did Birth of a Nation. Nate Parker. You know what I mean? Why did Mel Gibson get canceled for anti-Semitic talks? But we damn near had to go through a whole tour to apologize You know what I mean? With Kyrie Irving, who just retweeted a video or retweeted something, and Deshaun Jackson. Y'all don't see the blatant hypocrisy in this? But yet somehow I'm wrong. My bad. I had to go in. I had to.
Do your thing. Do your thing.
This pisses me off because we have to be held to a higher standard being black. And then the first thing that black people say is he's white. Don't you think that that's the problem? Like, stop telling me, well, he's white. It's a problem. If you know white people was doing this, why ain't your black ass saying something? If you know white people get, this is what happens to black people. Don't keep telling me, well, he's white. Well, they're white. Well, he's white. Well, they're white. Well, it's a problem. But yet we're comfortable. We're sitting back like, well, they white. Well, this is what happens. It's cool. This not cool. Because we know that it's going on, but we don't want to say nothing. That's the problem that I have with us. Let me get up on high horse. It's pissing me the off. This is really pissing me off because I see this too much, but nobody says nothing. And then we're just supposed to be okay with it. I'm just supposed to sit back and be like, oh, well, Robert Downey Jr. is coming back as Doom. Let me excuse the Judy Winslow effect they're getting ready to do with Kang. Let me just excuse that part because Robert Downey Jr. is back. Hooray! Damn that, cuz. Damn that. Let me get off my high horse. Let me drink some water. And just because I do nerd stuff, I can talk about anime, I can talk about Marvel, DC, toys, all of that. At the end of the day, when I go and brush my teeth and wash my face, guess what? I'm black. And I'm going to continue to be black, and I'm going to always be black. And I live in a country where black people historically have been treated terribly, from slavery to Jim Crow to all of that for over 400 years. And just magically, we're going to act like it doesn't exist, like racism doesn't happen. Like white people could get chance after chance after chance after chance after chance. But then when it comes to a black man, there's always this asterisk.
They want us all to have an asterisk by our name.
This bothers me to my fucking core. You know why this bothers me so much? Is because we always talk about in this land we're going to be progressive and we're progressive and we're doing this and we're doing that. Look, we got DEI. But if we were really progressive, we wouldn't need DEI because you would treat me like I would treat you. So let me ask you a question. So people had a problem with, folks comparing Robert Downey Jr. getting the role of Dr. Doom, which I don't have any problem with Robert Downey Jr. Robert Downey Jr. is a phenomenal actor. I've been a fan of Robert Downey Jr. since I was, since back in the day. So I never had a problem with Robert Downey Jr. But Robert Downey Jr. has a criminal history. We can't ignore it. Did he get a second opportunity? Yes, he did. He got a second chance. Yes, was he a drug addict? Did he want to blow his brains out and all of this? Yes, he did. But he got another chance. We see Jonathan Majors get chased down the street by a white woman. And then everybody is labeling him an abuser. And through the courts, through her own words, through the testimony of the driver, he did not do anything to her. That day, she did everything to him. That was in the courts. But yet, the narrative is Jonathan Majors is an abuser. Well, we know that that's not true. Well, we know that when the trades in the media say, well, Jonathan Majors, he was convicted of assault and harassment. Do you know that was reckless assault? It wasn't intent. There was no intent of what happened when she was trying to get his phone from him, when she was trying to get the phone from him. That's not intent. You know what I mean? It ain't like he punched her all in the face intentionally. This ain't what we seen with Cassie and Diddy, which I'm going to get to that in a minute. What actually happened is that she was trying to snatch his property. He was trying to get his phone back, and she chased him through 5 city blocks. And then when she got with the people on Lafayette Street, she didn't mention Jonathan Majors just whooped on me. And then he did the right thing by leaving her, going to a hotel for the night. And then she called him 34 times. She called him and was saying that she was going to delete herself from the timeline. So what did he did? Even though he's not fooling with her, what did he do? he went and called the police to make sure that she was okay, to make sure that this girl did not pass away in his condo. And then when he gets up there, he gets questioned by the cop. He has a cop to say, well, you know, remember, did he do this to her? And then he gets arrested for something that he didn't even do. Why? Because they ended up changing all of the charges. Then we got Alvin Braggs in his office trying to make a point, not only to Jonathan Majors or on Jonathan Majors, to Kevin Porter Jr., to Adam Foss. But no, that's not the big story of corruption in our law enforcement. No matter if a black man is you know, the district attorney or not, that did not matter. That didn't matter. The system is still the system. And if you're running the system just like how the people that did not look like us did, you're no better than them. But that wasn't the big story. Coretta Scott King, that was a big story. Ooh, look how he's talking to her. But no mention of her being drunk, bringing random people into the house. That's not the big story. He said to a white woman, how dare you come up, you know, and disturb the peace in our house. Remember, you know who Coretta Scott King is? You know who Michelle Obama? The sacrifices they made, that's all you heard. Didn't listen, that's all you heard. Because that was enough. Because what a pocket of you Negroes is really mad at is that he was messing with a white woman. But you same Negroes is wanting us to vote for Kamala Harris, who's married to a white man. So what is it? Are we mad that the brother was dating a white woman, or are we now lifting up a sister who's dating a white that's with a white man? What is it? This is what's frustrating me about this. Because I don't have no beef for Robert Downey Jr. God bless him. I'm glad he rehabilitated himself. I'm blessed that he's rehabilitated himself. That's what you should do. But we're not going to give that same grace to Jonathan Majors, who got a misdemeanor case. It's a misdemeanor reckless assault. In the city citation is not even a crime for harassment. So while you're reading Variety and while you're reading the Rolling Stone and all these other publications, the truth of the matter is Jonathan Majors only got a reckless assault case. So he's going through therapy. He's taking his classes. You're telling me that he's not worthy enough to finish what he started? Well, we got people like Ezra Miller, who was doing the whole fool, being the real life Reverse Flash, but no. He gets to finish his story. But Jonathan Majors can't finish his. And this is why I call that Marvel. This is why I call that Hollywood. Because this is the blatant hypocrisy that we see. If we don't think that we think this is okay. If this is not me being a Jonathan Majors fan or a Jonathan Majors fan, hell, you can't tell me what the court didn't say. I was at the court. So you can't tell me what didn't happen because I was there. But that's not good enough for y'all. Again, like Eddie Griffin said, nobody leaves Hollywood without that asterisk. And it seems like black men can't leave Hollywood clean. So you tell me this ain't racist.
Wait a minute. You're telling me the video's over?
What?
Okay, I guess so. If you have came to this portion of the video, thank you so very much for sticking to the end. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that little bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. And if you really want to, you don't got to, go ahead and follow the social media links that's down below. Until next time, I'll let you guys later. Peace and vibe higher, y'all. Y'all take care of yourself.